Hey guys, I hope you all are doing fine. Today actually I'm gonna talk to you about a topic which I promised you long back that I'm gonna share a video on that topic. So today's topic is, can you find a job in Canada if you are outside of Canada? This is a very subjective question actually, but I will try to simplify as much as I can. Simple answer to this question is yes, but there are certain conditions. So let's figure out what are those conditions. Let's dig deeper. So if you're looking for a job in Canada, either you have PR from your country, like you already have PR for Canada from your country, and you are trying to figure out if you can get a job before landing to Canada. That's kind of much simpler than if you don't have PR. So today we are going to talk about the second case. If you don't have PR, how you can have work permit if you are living outside Canada. Rather than, we are not going to talk about the PR case today because it's much simpler and we can talk about it some other day. So usually there are two kind of work permits. One is closed work permit, one is open work permit. What is the difference between both? In closed work permit, you are bound to one specific employer. You can't work for any other employer. For example, let's say if I have a work permit, closed work permit with Apple, I can't work for any other company. If I lose my job, I can't work because I have my work permit only allows me to work for Apple. That's it. So open work permit is a permit where you can work for any company anywhere in Canada. So there is no foundations, kind of like you have to work for any specific company. So that's a good point for open work permit. So now you must be thinking, I got the difference between open work permit and closed work permit. So you might be thinking, how can I get an open work permit? In my opinion, you won't be able to get an open work permit if you're living outside Canada. There are some conditions to get an open work permit. Like one of those is like you should be international student. Second is like you can get open work permit if you're dependent or spouse of some person who is living in Canada. So there are some conditions like that. I checked those conditions. I don't think so any of those conditions apply if somebody is living outside Canada. It's very rare until unless your spouse is living here. So I will add the link in the description. You can check all those requirements if any of those requirements meets your need, but it's not possible. Like if you don't have any person, someone like your spouse, or you are not student, it's not possible like you can get open work permit. So, but you can get closed work permit. So now how you can get a closed work permit? So first way you can get a closed work permit, that you are working for an employer in your country, which is an international company, and they have multiple projects outside your country. Like they have some projects in US, they have some projects in Australia, they have some projects going in Canada. So you can ask them that, hey, I'm interested to go on any of the projects which is going on in North America or Australia or wherever. Can you send me for those projects? So it totally depends now, like how many employees from your company are interested to go. So if you are lucky, they are gonna I don't know what kind of relations you have with your employer, but you can always ask for that, and then they can think about it, that then they might send you to the country, like whatever your preferred country, to work from there. And they are going to apply for your visa, they are going to apply for your work permit, they are going to do all the documentation requirement for you. You don't have to pay for anything. I don't think so you even have to pay for the flight tickets, so which is like great. The only condition is like if you lose your job, if you are here, something happens like right now, crazy things happening because of the COVID-19, then it's a problem because you are stuck then here. Otherwise, I have seen a lot of families, they directly come on closed work permit and they work for their employer from here rather than India. So I think it's a great thing. Why? Because you are not paying anything. As a student, if you come as a student, you are going to pay so much money, like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 only on your education. In this case, your employer is taking care of everything, and then he's paying you in Canadian or Australian or or US currency, which is amazing. So I would personally, if I am working for any international employer, I would always try out that option before thinking about PR or student work permit or any other option. So this is one of your options. So second option is like you directly start applying for jobs on different web portals from your home country. This will also be going on the closed work permit, but you have to be super skilled to get the job offer. So what happened right now, let's say right now in these 2 years before COVID-19 it was happening more, but now situation is a little bit different. I'll explain you. So before COVID, all the baby boomers were getting retired, but we don't have so many people, like so many millennials here to fill up those jobs. So government started some programs to hire foreigner people from different countries, skilled people. So they have some programs, but right now because a lot of people lost their job, so before hiring from outside they are going to make sure like they gave job to their internal people rather than hiring from outside. But you can apply for those jobs online, and there is a program called as LMIA, which is like your employer have to, if let's say if I'm your employer, you are giving me an interview for a job, I have to do all the paperwork, lot of paperwork for you, and I have to prove to the government that I can't find this kind of person in this country, I can't find the same skill sets in any of the person which is living in this country. That's why I'm hiring this person from outside Canada. A lot of companies do that. My company did it like 2 years back. They hired few developers, IT people from Brazil, because Brazil has really good developers. So they did all the documentation for them. But it's very rare, like you're gonna come again on closed work permit. There is no way like they're gonna give you open work permit, because if you come on open work permit, they did so much work for you, and then in 6 months you're gonna come and change job. And there are no even provisions to call you directly on open work permit. Most probably they are going to give you closed work permit, but they are going to do all documentation requirements for you. They are going to apply for your visa, they are going to do everything for you. So this is one of the option, like second option, which you can check for, but this is not easy. This is a little bit difficult because you have to be super skilled, and your employer have to prove to the government that you are the best person for this job. I mean, nothing is impossible, you can try, but this is one of the second option like you can look for. So one of the question, like, should I hire any agent or talent agencies to find me a job or offer letter in Canada? I would say no, don't trust those companies, please. Most of those companies are fraud. You can do all of this work by yourself. If you really need some help, like you really need some agent, do thoroughly inspection of that person, because most of those companies are fraud. I have seen so many people, like they get offer letter and they ask them to pay, like give me this much money, and they pay that much money, and then that offer letter is fraud. They open fraud companies and then they give you offer letter from those fraud companies. Let me tell you my experience. Like when I moved here in Canada, so because I was continuously searching jobs on my laptop, right? So they somehow knew like I'm searching for jobs, or I don't know how. I started getting emails in my inbox saying that, hey, you can earn this much money and blah blah blah. And because you are so eager to earn money at that point, like because you don't have job, and I took them seriously. But then I talked to my husband. My husband was like, this is all fraud, don't think about even replying to these emails, these are all fraud. And so I'm just saying, like, don't trust anyone. If somebody is asking you to pay certain money, they're going to give you offer letter, it's all crap. Don't trust those people. For getting an offer letter, you don't have to pay anything. Your employer is going to make sure to pay everything for you, like your visa, your documentation, everything. So you don't have to pay anything. If you have to pay, I would say maximum you might have to pay $1,000 to $1,500, not more than that. But it's just on my experience, so don't trust those agents, please. So that is it for today's video. I hope it might have helped you to clarify some questions which you have. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you can follow me on mm.walia. I always try to reply if there are some genuine questions. Sometimes people just keep sending hi. I don't prefer to reply to those. If you have any specific questions, I reply to those questions, or I try to make videos on those questions. Also, please like and subscribe. It helps, or it motivates me to make more videos, and because it takes a lot of time and effort, so it just help you to see like people are liking your video, or you are helping someone, so that just helps you to motivate yourself. That's it. So see you until next time. I'll come with another video. Thank you. Bye.